Hey everybody, what's happening? Lex back today for an updated episode of the best and the worst brawlers in the game right now. Before I start, let me say be sure to tune in to my live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm hoping I can see you all there because it's going to be a lot of fun and we are going to be playing with you guys nonstop. As soon as the stream starts, we'll get right into it and you guys will be able to jump into the game room with me and we're going to brawl it out. We're going to have some fun. And that's just a big thank you for 800 subscribers. I swear 600, 700, 800. It's just happening like crazy. I think we're already up to 820. So let's see if we can hit 900 tonight. That'd be dope. Also wanted to say check out the new channel art that person did for me on Twitter. Mana PQ is their Twitter handle. I'm going to link that down in the description below. If you guys are looking for some graphics work, they're doing an amazing job. They're actually working on an overlay for me too for the videos here, so that's going to be sweet. So look for the new direction of the graphics on the channel coming here pretty darn soon. All right, so best and worst brawlers. Now, last time we had Brock and Dynamike down at the bottom, and we had Shelly and Primo up the top. We've had some movement in there. Okay, so first of all, let's start off with the worst brawlers. Actually, let's start with one of the worst brawlers. Last time we had Dynamike and Brock. Like I said, Dynamike is no longer on the list. He is probably pretty close, but he has moved up a little bit because last time we talked about him, it was actually the day of the balance changes, and hadn't really got a chance to play with him yet since he was changed. And since then I actually won a few showdowns with him, which is pretty cool. But he's actually pretty darn good. Now he's really quick. He doesn't have much health, but he does a ton of damage. If you get a map where you can find where you can throw those bombs and get him, Dynamike's pretty lethal. So Dynamike has moved his way off the bottom two, and he's back towards the middle now as a pretty good sport character. Now, next to worst on the list this time, I like him, but he's kind of a jack of all trades and a master of none, and that's our boy, the Rockstar Colt. I'm not saying that Colt doesn't do a lot of damage, because he does, he can, but his bullets do about 88, I think it's like 88 per bullet or something, somewhere around there. That's if they all land. He does a lot of damage, and his super is actually pretty good because it can bust down walls. It has good range, and it looks pretty cool too, but he doesn't have a lot of hit points. So I think that if Supercell were to maybe give him like 100 more hit points, he'd find his way off the bottom two here, and he would be a little bit better. But he's just kind of all around, but not really great at any one sort of map. So Colt has found his way into the bottom two. Let's talk about one of the top two. All right, she's new to the game. She's got crazy range, insane damage, a pretty awesome super, which is actually going to get nerfed here very soon if it hasn't already. I don't think it has, but she's getting nerfed. But that's Piper. I'm going to put her in the number 2 slot. Her damage at max range is like 600 per hit. Now, you have to be accurate, but we're assuming that whoever's playing this is a pretty decent player. Probably not myself. She is pretty insane. I know this. Whenever you're playing against Piper, or if you're in randoms, you can go up against a couple Pipers. I swear it's like the Matrix. You're like dodging bullets nonstop because it's crazy. Because you get hit by one of those, and if you're playing most characters, that takes half your health at least, and you're in some serious damage. I was trying to grind up some low-level Ricochet. He's just baseline, and I was just getting one shot by Piper, and it's pretty disheartening to run there. You don't even see her yet, and dead. So Piper has to find her way into the number 2 slot this update. So Piper, one of the best. Let's go over to the worst brawler. The worst brawler, in my opinion, kind of goes hand in hand with what we just talked about. He was number 2 last time. This time he is the worst, and that is because of the addition of Piper, and we're talking about Brock. Now, I'm not saying that Brock doesn't do a lot of damage. He does. I'm not saying his super isn't pretty devastating, because it is. However, he is just outclassed in almost every single way by Piper. So it's hard to find a place for him unless you just don't have Piper unlocked, which I know a lot of people don't. But Brock, his shots go really slow. He doesn't have much health, and he moves slow. It's really hard to choose him over Piper. I don't know why you would do that unless you just don't have Piper. But we're assuming that all the characters are unlocked, except for not the legendaries we're talking about here, because I don't have either one, and I have never played either one. I've played against them plenty of times. Spike seems awesome, and Crow seems a little underwhelming, but it's hard to have a really solid opinion on them because I've never played them. So we're excluding the legendaries here. But Brock he's just outgunned, outclassed by Piper in every way, and I think Supercell needs to do something. Maybe makes his shots a little bit quicker, or maybe make the explosion radius bigger when the rockets hit. I'm not sure what they need to do, but Brock needs some love. Brock definitely needs some loves to be viable against, some of the other choices. So Brock, sorry buddy, you're at the bottom of the barrel today. I know a lot of people love him. I've played against Brock players who were really good, and they did really well, but he's just not the best choice. So that moves us to our number 1 spot, and that is occupied by the bandita herself, and that is Shelly. Shelly is completely crazy. I was playing Smash and Grab earlier today, and I got matched up like 3 times against double Shelly and Mortis, and there's almost nothing you can do. I mean, there's so much splash damage. It's so much damage in general. You can't even get close to Shelly. Her super recharge is so quick, and she's very controlling, and you can't really get near her. So I think Shelly definitely needs to be toned down a bit. So does Piper, honestly, and I really love Piper, and I love Shelly too, probably because they're overpowered, but Shelly needs a rework. I don't know what it is, what they need to change, her range, or maybe make her spread bigger and her range shorter, or her super recharge slower. I'm not sure what it is, but Shelly is completely crazy. By far, I think the most versatile brawler in the game, and that's why I'm going to have to give her the number 1 spot in this version of our brawler rankings this time around. So yeah, Shelly's going to hold on to it. So there we go. Top 2 are Shelly and Piper, and the bottom 2 are Brock and Colt. So let me know what you guys think about those rankings. Again, I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that they can't, especially the bottom 2, that they can't be used, and they can't be used extremely effectively, because they can. They're good brawlers in their own right. I just think that either A, they're not very versatile, they don't really excel in any one area, or they're just outclassed by another brawler that's similar. So that's what I think of the brawler rankings at the moment. Now also, I've been hearing through the grapevine that Android release for Brawl Stars is not too far away. Now, this is all purely it's just rumors. It's just rumors that we're hearing, but I'm hearing in August. So I'm hoping that's true, and I hope that we get there sooner rather than later. I even saw one rumor that it was late July, but I'm not believing that. So I still think that there's some work that needs to be done to the game before they're ready to launch it globally. But hopefully very soon you Android players will be able to join us all, and we'll all be in the Brawl together. So yeah, let me know what you think of my brawler rankings, and be sure to check out that live stream tonight. I look forward to seeing you all there, and until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Lex out.